Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today Jerry and I are on a little bit of a planning mission for the redesign of our front yard area. So we want you to come along with us, and we're going to kind of show you how we are planning out this project. We have our friend Brock. We're going to see him in a minute. He is our Site 1 representative. He has been just an invaluable resource for us when we did the terrace garden last year, and now this year doing the front porch, front yard redesign. So he and Jerry are here talking the project over and talking about drainage that we have to deal with here at the driveway. So we're going to just kind of talk this through, and then Jerry and I are headed to a local nursery that is in our area. Sweet friends of ours. They have a fantastic wholesale nursery. So you're going to go with us to another nursery, and we're going to go ahead and pick up some plants. They have some of the plants available that we are going to put in this new design area. So we've been in contact with them. They've got some of those shrubs. So we're gonna go grab them, and you're gonna come along the ride with us on that. So let's see, where are we? Okay. What we're talking about today is, again, we're planning. I know if you've been following this project, I had told you that what we're going to be doing, the next step would be working on the drainage issue. And we'll talk about all this in just a second. The reason we're not working on drainage right now is because it has literally been raining for almost 2 weeks solid or more. We have gotten, I've emptied my rain gauge twice, and they both have topped out over 7 inches. So when I say we have water, we have had a lot of water. We don't want to be really digging right now because it's just so wet. Not really worried about tearing things up because, I mean, we're going to be tearing things up anyway, but more for our sake and just to let it drain out just a little bit, because of course we do have red clay. And if you've ever dealt with sticky, mucky, goopy red clay, not a lot of fun to work with. So Jerry, and like I said, Jerry and Brock around the front, we'll get there in a second, but one of the main drainage issues that we have to deal with is here along the driveway, because this area has changed dramatically since we built the house 20 years ago. They graded it, you know, say 21 years ago when they were building it. But this area is where the water kind of hangs out when we get those big gully washers. We had one the other day. I was able to take some footage, and you can see where the water is just hanging out here. So Brock came over to help us kind of just talk through the process. We do have a French drain in this area right here, and there are 2 catch basins in there, but probably not enough drainage. And then the grading is going to be the biggest thing, because there is a little bit of a hump here. We've got a drainage catch basin right here. And then the next issue is from this catch basin all the way down. There's another hump there. And so this is where the water kind of hangs out. So what we're talking about is with Brock is we have to regrade this and have a slight swell. And then of course, all of the pipe underneath it, either go into a 6-inch or an 8-inch slick pipe to get this water out of here. So this is where we're gonna tear a ton of stuff up to get things so that water flows. Not that we are concerned, it's not that we want to have constant, like no water when we have these gully washers, but we want it to not hang out for hours after the rain has come. And then of course there is another catch basin right here. Now this one, as long as the gravel is not on top of it, then it drains super, super fast. But we're thinking about taking all this water. It's going to have to go cut through the yard and then dump out on the other side of the daylilies. So that is what we are trying to contemplate, because we are going to tear this up like big time. It's going to be a major like excavation redesign of you know, getting that grade correct. And we only want to do this one more time. We've done it once before, in a couple of years ago. That was before we put in the terrace garden. And then obviously, y'all, things just change. Life happens. Gravel gets moved. You don't even kind of think about it. So, you know, there's constant maintenance on these things. That is owning a house, and there's constant maintenance, and this is part of it. So we want to make sure and try to get this as perfect as possible this first time. So now what we're doing is we've got, like I said, Brock is here. He's our Site 1 rep, and so he is great. We're talking about also putting in, once all of it's said and done, putting in some new gravel that's like top dressed with some decorative gravel. So he's going to be able to bring us some samples of gravel next week. And then of course we're going to go ahead and get the sidewalk. This will be paved, and so with like cobblestone pavers. And so all of the products that we're going to be using, both the pavers, and then we're using a raised edge block. All of those products are going to be Belgard. So we use Belgard for we've used Belgard for all of our projects. So both the terrace garden and the patio, Belgard is what we use. It does a great job, high quality stuff. And it has the colors and then the different options that we want. So we're gonna go for, I'll put the information on there for you. And y'all, if you know us and you've been projects with us, sometimes these things change. So we'll say, oh, well, we're gonna do this. And then we think about it, look at it, and we're like, okay, we're gonna switch. So at the end of the day, I will tell you when the project's complete exactly what we used. What we're gonna do today is, like I said, we're gonna go over to Friends Nursery, because remember, all of this grass is going to be gone. So this is going to be a complete flower bed here. And then we'll measure out, and we're thinking that, because we'll have a flower bed that goes from the driveway, follows the curve of the sidewalk, and then goes around the house, that is going to be a bed as well. Probably going to come out 4 feet maybe, that we're going to come out here and then wrap around. So we are looking at doing the new gen boxwoods are going to go in the back. We are big fans of boxwoods. We love boxwoods. So some people don't like them. We happen to love them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do new gens, and then all along the curve that I just showed you, we're going to go with the Perfecto Mundo pink carpet azalea. So it is going to be only on the front side. We're not going to use the Perfecto Mundos here. We're going to use them all along the front, come around, and then even probably we're going to wrap around, because this bed is going to be extended as well. You can kind of see, the shadows are working, here we go. So this bed is going to be extended as well. So then we're going to kind of curve it, and then we'll tie it back in around the back. So here, the pink carpets will go all the way, really kind of here to the back. So you'll have a consistent line all the way across. And then where the begonias are, that's where we're going to do a fill it in mass with the Firelight Tidbit hydrangea. So today we're going over to Stow's to get the tidbits and hopefully the pink carpets. Hopefully he has enough for us that we are going to grab those. But big huge thanks to Brock for coming out. He's always a great sounding board to talk these things through. So that is what we are doing today. And yeah, so we're going to finish up talking with him, and then we are going to go ahead and head over and go to the nursery and pick up some plants. All right, my friends, so we made it to Stow's Nursery. So Stow's Nursery is in Gastonia, just on the outskirts. They're kind of like us. They're still out in the country, but they are, yeah, on the other side of the county from us. Man, it has been a couple of years since Jerry and I have been here, and oh my goodness, y'all. If you're in the area, come by Stow's. They have got a huge inventory of shrubs. They've got perennials, they have all sorts of things here. So Bennett is loading up with Jerry. So they have got the Firelight Tidbits that they are loading up, but they do a lot of work with like landscapers. So they've got tons of different plants. Like you can see, they've got daylilies right here. They've got gardenias. They've got camellias. They've got all sorts of things in here that we'll share with you. But we got the Firelight Tidbits that are looking fantastic. We're gonna get 15 of them. So that way we can use them both in the bed around the Hortsman, and then also down by throughout the beds in the front, to have a couple of them just spaced through there. But man, I'll show you some more footage of them, but they have got, I mean, just do an amazing job. And fun fact, so the boxwoods that we actually took out of the front, they came from Stow's. So Stow's has been here, gosh, I'd have to ask Bennett how long they've been here, but they have been here for a long time. Bennett is the son of Jeff and Leanne. He is a Clemson grad, and so has come back to run the business, and so he is just doing an amazing job. Just to kind of give you an idea, so right here they've got some eucharas in here. They've got hostas. They have things in like 1 gallon, and then of course they have 3-gallon stuff as well. But just, I mean, a beautiful product here. And we were talking with Bennett, and so they too deal with a lot of water issues. So they have a beautiful, like I said, out here in the country, but this area for them floods as well. So it'll come down and flood, and then this last greenhouse down here, well, not greenhouse, the hoop house, that area will flood. He said it doesn't really like wash, but it comes up and stands, and then it will take soil out of the pots and all sorts of things. So they're working on a solution so that they're not having to, one, lose plants and or, you know, having to replace the soil a bunch. But just so cool. Like I said, we haven't been here in years, and man, they are knocking it out of the ballpark, just doing an amazing job. They also have trees, so big trees, whether you want like the evergreens, you want dogwoods, you want ornamentals, they've got everything here. So yeah, I'll show you some more footage as we go through, but what a great gym for Gaston County. I love it. Love it when we see fellow nurserymen just knocking it out. And they have got some really cool stuff as far as branded and non-branded stuff. They've got some of the new introductions on some things. Yeah, so we'll take a look up here. I see some, sorry, squirrel. This is like kid in a candy store around here. I was like looking at things, and Jerry's like, we don't need that. I'm like, I could use it at the house. Heck yeah. This is a dangerous place for me to be right now. So they have got, I see some like Rose of Sharon down here that looks like the blue chiffon. They have got the Touch of Gold hollies from Southern Living right here. They've got, who is this? This is a cutie. Oh, the Forever Goldie, got those. Loropetalums, all the gorgeous loropetalums. You ought to see, oh my gosh, the butterfly bushes with all the butterflies down here. They are going nuts. Absolutely. Look at all those butterflies. They are loving life for sure right now. All the swallowtails are just going crazy. So, yep. You never know what's in your own backyard until you go explore. So, we'll explore some more here in a minute. Y'all, Jerry may regret bringing me over here. Dear heavens. Oh. Okay, so we brought the tidbits, and we're putting them in the truck, and we pulled up right here at the kind of the parking area, and I saw all the evergreens. Y'all, you know how much I love my thunderhead black Japanese pine. Look at these. Are these, they've got them, and look at them. How stinking beautiful are they? Just gorgeous. So, okay, so my people who are in the area and you want that thunderhead black Japanese pine, there you go. Love this plant. We have ours out in full sun. It does amazing. It is a great plant. It's kind of a funky like Dr. Seuss, because it'll kind of go, it's wider than it is tall. When it candles, it is absolutely gorgeous. So this is a good one. They have got some spirals. They've got some little fun pom-poms. They've got, let's see, who is this? This is the blue Atlas cedar. All sorts of great, just cool plants. I mean, love. Super cute. Look how cutie patootie this is. Dwarf Colorado blue spruce. This is the Glauca globosa. Those, they've got some sting arborvitaes, all the pom-poms, just the gardenias. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is definitely deadly for Jerry to bring me here. But yeah, so of course, like I said, we will try to link any kind of information here from Stow's, but tons and tons of beautiful things. Gonna head over here. Oh my goodness, they've got a gardenia. Bennett won't mind, right? To die for. All right, so you know when I tell you to go visit your local garden centers year round? Well, that's what we're doing, my friends. Again, Jerry's gonna regret the day that he brought me out here, but here we go. So they have the Perfecto Mundos, the pink carpet. So that's what we're doing, and they too get their Proven Winter Color Choice shrubs from Spring Meadow, of course. So they planted all of these in, I think he said late May. So just to kind of show you, look at those candy corns, the spireas, beautiful through here. So they've got candy corns, and of course then these little guys are ones that they're gonna be potting up, right? So I'm not sure what they are, hard to tell. Oh, the tea olives. There you go. So the sweet osmanthus. So they will be potting those up. So they've got proven winter hydrangeas, they've got bobos, they've got limelights, and then of course over here on this side are their azaleas. So they've got encores, and then let me show you the pink carpets. So we're going with the pink carpets. I think we're gonna get somewhere around like 21, 23, somewhere around that range. So here you go. So the pink carpets are right here. I think Jerry and Bennett might be coming back over here to come grab these. But nice, beautiful shape to them. Nice, they look really good. They haven't really started their fall flush yet. So this is nice, soft pink, but this whole section, so we're gonna take a good bit of these guys out and come home with us. But yeah, let me show you some of these hydrangeas, and they're growing, even though these are like panicles or arborescens, which can do the full sun, they're still kind of growing them underneath some shade cloth because it is August in North Carolina after all. But look, beautiful hydrangeas. They got some beautiful pufferfish right here. They have got loropetalums, some first editions. I'm not sure which ones those are. It's hard to see from a distance, but you can see like they're trees. So those are Japanese maples in there. Lots of great things here at Stow's Nursery. So this is very exciting. Very excited about this. But they are, like I said, primarily a wholesale nursery, but they are open to the public. So anybody can come and shop and yeah, just have a great time. Tell them Creekside sent you if you come over here. Tell them that Jenny and Jerry said hey, and yeah, so we'll see what else we can get into here. Otherwise, we'll see you back at the house. Alrighty, my friends, so we made it home, and I told you, it's dangerous for me to go over there because, dear heavens, I came home with a little unexpected purchase, but I'm so excited about this. It's gonna be fantastic. So we got home and we got Jesus and Heriberto and Jackson are here helping us unload. So what we're gonna do is we're just kind of stashing them here by the garden shed, and that way I can easily keep them watered because I got the hose link down there and take care of them. They're in my line of sight, so that way we can add them to the landscape when it is time. But are you ready for my extra purchase? I'm so excited about this. So look at this cutie patootie. Yes, my friends, I couldn't handle it. I had to do it. So this is that dwarf Colorado blue spruce. She is going to be nice and petite, about 3 feet tall, 3 to 5 feet wide. It is a slow grower, but it is already like a really good size. This is probably maybe a 5 to 7 gallon shrub, tree, whatever you want to call it. But the blue, I adore it. It is absolutely gorgeous. So this little sweet baby is going to go in, let me show you the general area over here along the side of the driveway in this bed. I was telling Jerry I'm having a hard time kind of visualizing this bed being different because it's always been like this. Like, we've been in the house for almost 21 years, and it has always been this shape right here, but we're losing all of this grass, right? So this whole thing is going to be a flower bed. And so I'm really thinking, because I believe the hardiness zone on that is like 2 to 8. And so I'm thinking, because like right now it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, I think ultimately it's going to end up somewhere right in this area, because that way you kind of, when you look at it, we've got the camellia right here. This is white by the gate, which is just going to get big, which is wonderful, especially now that we're making this bed big, so it can get as big as it wants. So you've got that nice dark evergreen there. Then you've got the Aurelia Sun King that is here. It is herbaceous perennial, so in the wintertime it's going to be completely gone, right? But in the summertime, imagine that beautiful blue evergreen right here. Then right here, this is the holly fern, which is another great dark green evergreen fern, so it will always be here. And then of course we've got the hydrangeas and then tons of the hostas and everything. Obviously all the hostas, all of this is up for like moving around. Now that I have room, I can move things around, but I'm thinking that that blue spruce is going to go right in this area. And I'm now envisioning perhaps maybe like, Jerry came outside, like a dwarf Japanese maple, like a creeping, like low Japanese maple. I was thinking maybe taking my fairy trail frescoes that I was growing and taking them, because I have to move them out, right? Taking them out, maybe putting them in this bed. I don't know, the possibilities are endless, but I'm so excited to have a blue spruce. It's hard for us to grow all the different beautiful colors of the evergreens, and so to have that and do well here, to get plenty of good sun, but to get a break in the afternoon, it'll be great. And then in the winter, it doesn't matter because the cold winds, it's hard to zone 2. It'll be fine here in an 8-8. So anyway, it is a lot of fun. Thanks, Bennett, for hosting us and showing us the nursery. And yes, okay, there were, Jerry said there were 3 more of those at the nursery. So my local people, plus you had the thunderheads, y'all, there was just so much there. Gorgeous material. So if you are in the area, go see Stow's. They will take care of you and help you, but basically just kind of keep in mind their main focus is going to be like the shrubs and the trees. They have a handful of the perennials, right? They don't do annuals. So the trees and the shrubs is a great place to go, and they are just a super sweet, precious family. So go to Stow's, have fun, tell them Jenny and Jerry sent you. Go buy, y'all 3 people, go buy those other blue spruces. That way we can be quadruplets together. All right, y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.